Assalamualaikum, hello everyone, we are from Group B-3 and we will be presenting our topic on requirement engineering, more specifically understanding the requirement in engineering. First off, we're going to look at the definition of requirement. A requirement is defined as a condition or capability to which a system must conform. It can be a capability needed by a customer or user to solve a problem or achieve an objective, or it can be a capability that must be met or possessed by a system to satisfy a contract, standard, specification, regulation, or other formally imposed document. Next, we have source of requirement. In source of requirement, we have three levels: business level, user level, and product level. All these three levels are tied to one another, as you can see in our paragraph that we have here. Next, we have type of requirement, which is the key part of the source of requirement. We have user requirements, system requirements, functional requirements, non-functional requirements, and domains requirements. After that, we're gonna look at the list of characteristics of a good requirement. First, we have unambiguous. Second, testable. Third, clear. Fourth, correct. Fifth, understandable. Sixth, feasible. 7, independent. 8, atomic. 9, necessary. And 10, implementation free. And now we have reached the cause of wrongly stated requirement. As you can see, we have included a paragraph of a pie chart which consists the problem that we might encounter if the requirement that we made are wrongly stated. Factually, 37% of the problem are related to the requirement phases. Next, we have requirements engineering processes. The processes used for the requirement engineering vary widely depending on the application domain, the people involved, and the organization developing the requirements. However, there are a number of generic activities common to all processes. It consists requirement elicitation, requirement analysis, requirement validation, and requirement management. In practice, requirement engineering is an iterative activity in which these processes are interleaved. Software engineers work with a range of a system stakeholder to find out about the application domain, the service that the system should provide, the required system performance, hardware constraints, other systems, etc. The stages include requirement discovery, requirement classification and organization, requirement prioritization and negotiation, and requirements specification. Requirement elicitation techniques. We have three techniques of this. First, we have the asking technique, which we will be conducting interview, Delphi technique, and brainstorming station. After that, we have the observing technique, which consists task analyze, scenario analyze, ethnography, and form analyze. The alternative of these two techniques, we have the validation techniques, which we have the prototyping, role play, use case analyze. Okay, in many workplace, we are bound to encounter many sort of problem. Same goes to this topic, issues in requirement. First, we have wicked problem. Most large software systems address wicked problem. Inconsistency. The system and user and organization who pay for the system has different requirements. Next, clashes. To minimize weight, the number of separate chips in the system should be minimized. And now we reach the requirement checking. Okay, after the requirement that we have included, we need to check if all the requirement has been fulfilled, which we will go to the validity, consistency, realism, and completeness. Requirements class. Okay, there are two types of requirement class, which the first one is enduring requirements, which is the stable requirement derived from the core activity of the customer organization. For example, in hospital, we always have doctors and nurses who treat their patient. Next, we have the volatile requirements. Requirements which change during development or when the system is in use. For example, in a hospital, it has a requirement derived from the healthcare policy. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for watching.